Ladies and gentlemen, we are just a few weeks away from The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. The release is finally upon us. Our new adventure in Hyrule is about to start. You know, people are getting their hands on the Tears of the Kingdom Switch, and everything is going accordingly. But there is one question that's slipping everybody's mind here. Can the Switch even handle Tears of the Kingdom? We're going to go over all that in this video and more. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Robot Joe and I'm your host as always. Let's go ahead and get right into this video. In my opinion, Tears of the Kingdom will probably be the most taxing game on the Switch, and I have a few reasons to believe this. Let's go ahead and get into that. So I've pulled up an article from Kotaku. Can the Switch handle Zelda Tears of the Kingdom? Here's what people are saying. It sounds like the frame rate might take a hit when you're creating all those vehicles. And something to keep in mind here before we get into this, all the gameplay videos we've seen recently drop, those were in docked mode. That's usually where you get a little bit of leeway here. When you were playing in handheld mode, the frame rate actually kind of gets a little worse. So if that's the best that we were seeing, then that leaves some area for concern. One of the biggest questions leading up to the launch is how the game will perform on Switch's hardware that is now over 6 years old. The answer, according to a ton of new press reviews that just dropped, pretty good except when things get really busy on screen, which is kind of going to be a lot during this game. Like when Link uses his new Ultra Hand ability to craft boats, cars, and helicopters. When the Hero of Time really gets crafting, however, it sounds like performances does take a hit. Wirecutter editor and former Polygon reviewer Arthur Guys tweeted that he experienced major performance issues. Every time I activated the Ultra Hand, the frame rate took a nosedive, especially with lots of manipulated objects around. I still had a lot of fun, but I wonder if the Switch hardware is going to severely restrict the possibilities later on. This is why I always thought that Tears of the Kingdom would launch on the Switch and the next version of the Switch. Backwards compatibility like the Switch and the Wii U. YouTuber SkillUp was similarly skeptical. There are plenty of questions marked around the performance, which I'll tell you right now wasn't great. As a brief aside and an otherwise glowing preview, and yeah, it's not final build, yada yada, but we all know the limits of the Switch at this point, and Tears of the Kingdom appears to be pushing up against them. And they even have a preview of that right here. So you can see some pop-in right here, see? Just pay attention. See, look at all the pop-in right there. Pop-in everywhere. I won't take in frame rate for this because this is like a weird filter and it's a GIF or a GIF or whatever, but look at the pop-in, dude. Look at that. That is insane. That's normally the kind of pop-in you would get playing like Fortnite or like Apex on the Switch, you know what I mean? That is not good. Not great at all. You can see some of the issues in capture footage over at The Verge. One brief clip shows Link flying through the sky on a small jet, with some slowdown and lots of pop-in as he moves from one area to the next. Performance for the most part is rather solid, but we did notice some instances when using Ultra Hand where the frame rate took a noticeable hit. It's not like it broke the game or ruined our enjoyment at all, but it would be nice to see some sprinkles ironed out. And here's exactly what I was saying. Another big caveat is that all the demos were in docked mode. Switch games generally perform better that way with noticeable frame rate downgrades when moving to handheld mode, something that was especially noticeable in 2021's open world Mario spin-off Bowser's Fury. Tears of the Kingdom is the be-all end-all Zelda game on the Switch. This is arguably going to be our last big release. Like I said, Pikmin 4 is coming. I don't consider that a big release. I consider that a cherished, beloved game, but it's kind of niche. Tears of the Kingdom is going to cap off the Switch. So the question arises, can the Switch handle Tears of the Kingdom? Or it leaves the question, is it time to go ahead and hang up the Switch and get ready for the new generation of Nintendo console? If the Switch cannot handle Nintendo's own first-party game, is Nintendo really ready to take that kind of bad press with arguably their biggest Zelda game of all time? Who can say for sure? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Robot Joe and I'm your host as always. In the comments below, let me know what you thought about all of this. I'd love to hear your opinion. If you enjoy gaming news, gaming stories, and Nintendo Switch content, then you are in the right place, and leave a like and subscribe on the way out. But you guys know me, I'll see you soon with a new video. Peace out.